Hello and welcome to the series on leadership. This is the first video in the series, so thank you for joining me. Leadership is so important and definitely something we can all get better at. Getting better at leadership, whether you're in a leadership position or not, is good because you can then become the leader you want to see and eventually promote to that position. We're all leaders in multiple ways anyway in our lives. So whether you're leading someone by being a mentor or leading someone by actually being their boss, it's great to have great leadership skills. So let's get into the video. The first topic that I want to share with you is really don't be a jerk. I know that sounds like duh. You don't want to be a jerk when you're a leader. However, I have had many of my leaders be a jerk, maybe without even really knowing it. First of all, you really need to know your leadership style. If your leadership style is more of micromanagement and the person you're managing doesn't like that, then you're going to come off as a jerk. I have a story about this. One of my boss in the past basically did not like the way I was doing my job. Even though I was presenting her with the performance she expected, she did not like what I was doing and she was trying to micromanage me. She would just sit there and listen to everything I did and just nitpick, and that's something that drove me crazy. I could not stand being managed in that way. So finally I sat down with her and I explained to her, I don't like this way of management. I don't like this management style. I could tell that basically she had no idea that she was doing anything wrong in my eyes. So once I came to her with that, it was basically explaining to her that, hey, you need to find a different leadership style. And then quickly she adapted. She was able to come with me along the journey and understand where I was coming from. The last thing that I wanted was to let her know that she was awful, because she wasn't. It was just the way she cared, the way she expressed that she wanted me to do better was not the right way of going about it for me. So in your management and leadership styles, you need to make sure that it aligns. That's why I suggest to have what's called a zero session. When you sit down with someone who is going to be a leader, or who, if you're a leader, you're going to be their leader, you need to ask them, hey, how do you like to be managed? How don't you like to be managed? What is your strong areas? What are something you know you need to work on? Because almost 100% of the time, they know what they need to focus on to be the best possible person for the job. Especially in my career field, I only work with a lot of people that love to do their job and want to do it right. In no way do we want to just get away with stuff or do stuff that is not beneficial to the company. So what we do is we sit down. We actually have these zero sessions with our coaches. We sit down with them and we let them know, hey, this is how I like to be managed. I always say I'm really hands off. I prefer that you let me know if I'm doing something wrong and give me time to fix it. Let me know if you think I can do something better. But if I'm producing results, I just expect you to let me do how I'm doing. If we need to focus on another area to get results from that, then great. But ultimately, it's important that we get to that point of understanding, because then the coaches will be in a better place to coach me. I love that my place of work calls it coaching instead of your boss or your manager. Instead of managing me, being coached makes sense when it's coming from a point of, hey, we want you to do better so we can all do better as a team. That makes sense because being a coach is ultimately what you want to be instead of an instructor. That's my next point, is ultimately be a coach instead of an instructor. Being a coach is super important because if you can coach someone down the right path, of their journey, then you're going to enjoy that journey. You're going to go with them on the journey. A coach of a team also gets a ring. They get ultimately a lot of praise whenever they go into that winning season, that winning team. So being a coach and actually applying what a coach should apply is definitely a way to make sure that you are on the right path of being a leader in your life. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, get subscribed, and we'll see you in the next video about leadership. Have a wonderful and blessed day.